Spider-Man gameplay, but it needs to just be like not like a mission. Just show us like what you'll be doing minute to minute. Some just open world gameplay. We need Resident Evil 2 remake. It needs to be really good.
Yeah.
And then Ghost of Tsushima needs to be really good as well. And I think if you've got all of those things, then maybe they win.
There'll be some surprises, I think.
Yeah, maybe Borderlands.
I've heard that that's not coming anytime soon.
We talked about that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. What was the other thing? What was the other thing I thought might come? Skate 4. I'm thinking maybe.
They could potentially tease like a new Horizon game, maybe, but I don't think they would.
Melon wants Sekiro Dark Blood. Wasn't Sekiro that From Software game? Here we go. Here we go.
We starting?
Yeah. Graphic material. Right, what is this? Give me graphic material, please.
It's a fancy place. It's a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, what is this?
It's a really weird.
Is there a reason for this?
The hell?
Why is he at Blood Bar Jordan? I'll turn it up a bit.
And thank you for making the time tonight.
What on earth is going on? They've lost already.
This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday. For those of you who need to know.
Why are they in a church, Ben?
I don't know. Why is it stuttering a lot?
But thank you for coming out.
Is this something for you?
It's great to see the congregation.
Yeah, they need to get their AV game on.
And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember
Sound
that
is
movie
bad as
Kingsman,
Oh, stressful.
it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way.
Should we switch to YouTube?
But no, again, thank you.
I guess this is
and
just
as
the
you can
stream,
see
isn't
from
it?
this evening,
Yeah, I think it's
again at
because if we're all
PlayStation, decided to
experiencing the same
mix it up
thing.
a little bit.
I don't know if on
We're doing
Sony if
probably
it's still got.
presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we
I'll
tell.
quickly
to
check
tell
YouTube,
and-
but
and
the
the
stuttering
things we
doesn't
want
bother me
to
too
impart
much.
to
I
our
just wish they'd
fans
sort the sound out.
here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide, and that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future.
YouTube is a bit more stable by the looks of it.
Okay.
Studios,
Can you send put a link in
we really want to take
the
our love
chat?
for gaming and make it sing.
This
and make it
stuttering
sing
is-
very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly
Thank
inside
you.
our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling.
Oh, that was the game. That was the PC gaming show you just sent.
Go to maneatergame.com
Was
to
it?
book your vacation.
You just linked the.
No, it's not.
Tonight,
This is
we're
it.
beginning here.
Yeah, no,
in
I'm
this
there.
tent
Oh wait a minute,
we've,
it's
church tent
Ben.
we've created here,
Oh.
in Los Angeles. to
Still
let
getting.
you
Oh wait,
start
maybe
that
it's me
journey
that's
with us.
that's not copied it
I'll
properly.
tell you, our stories
Great
for the next
suits.
hour or so.
I mean, I gotta ask.
You
So
can whack
to-
us up to
without further
1080
ado,
60 as well.
It is my great honor and my
There we go.
unique
This is such a shit set.
Yeah, what's happening?
It's like a
to
school. or
blow
something.
your minds. And
There we
tonight,
go.
we're beginning here in this tent this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santorea.
He's the composer, isn't he?
Not sure.
Of Last of Us.
Okay. Let's take that bloody hood off. So dodgy.
Yeah, what is this? This is just.
Is that a banjo?
Yeah, that's the Last of Us soundtrack.
It's like they knew Microsoft would be so balls out that they were like, fuck it, we're just going to go in a tent with a banjo, man.
I love the Last of Us soundtrack.
Huh. He's playing a banjo like a Spanish guitar. That's fucking awesome.
Better than Andrew WK.
Is it though?
Oh, I could listen to this music all day. Not when there's a Sony press conference going on, but...
They need to light those fucking candles and stop being pussies about health and safety restrictions.
Sony press conference, yeah, 68 people were killed. As the Sony press conference tent
technology we've had for thousands of years. This guy's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Supple hands. I tried to think while try and bomb us.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch their coverage after, I think.
He's playing the banjo without finger picks. Oh my god.
They sing without fingers. Really?
He must have like 4-inch thick calluses on his fingers.
Looks like Gary Glitter.
Yeah, it does.
That's why he's got the hood on.
Just this for like an hour and a half.
It's got soul.
I mean, I would do it if that's what I came here for, but
Why doesn't he play this while showing us some gameplay or something? People don't come here for live music. Oh shit, I needed to beer. Beer would have helped. When something boring comes on, I'll go get beer. Should have done at the beginning of this. Oh, lights are on. Oh, they were always on. Just as candles. Boring! It's The Last of Us.
Went out one night to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home, jumped into bed.
More music.
44 pistol under my head. I woke up in the
Oh shit. It's the same fucking place.
very good.
Ooh.
Whatever.
I wondered why. Donald Trump shook hands with the smiling Kim Jong-un.
Of course he was smiling because he's more diplomatic than Trump is.
We're about to, yeah, then it'll cut to the conference and everyone's dancing like that.
They're all paid dancers.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
He's got quite a booming voice.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She
Do we get a date?
say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie!
Maybe a month.
Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here. aren't
Yeah.
I?
Or just late 2019.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir.
Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a
Facial
very
stuff is
serious question for you.
Yeah, but at the start I was like, is it? And then, yeah.
How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh,
It's weird when you see
okay.
cutscenes that you actually kind of believe in.
How about that? Gross.
It's uncanny valley stuff, isn't it, Lucas? It's really, really good.
Yeah. You'd expect this kind of acting in like a top
Every guy in this
quality.
room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. jealous of you. I'm
No.
just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
Oh shit.
John won't be able to stand up for a bit.
BRB.
Oh, it's... Isn't that... What was in the... No, I thought it was from the previous trailer.
That was a really cool cut.
Fucker.
Oh, that looks so fucking good.
Oh, it's Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah, those colours.
Same crouching walking animation. Oh,
Division.
she's got a bow? Yeah,
Can't believe
Division.
they're all- I can't believe they're all sat in the same hall as that fucking
Yeah,
cool.
they're all kissing right now. Yeah, this is Tomb Raider. Oh.
It is not Tomb Raider.
So you can see the HUD. Looks like it's just that thing on the corner. Hey, Almat. He sees a Grendel.
Hey, Matt. You do see a Brendel. Come down here.
So happy this conference started an hour earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
What a win.
He's hanging. Why do you need to stab him as well? No patience.
How is this PlayStation 4?
Ugh. It gets to a point. Oh. It gets to a point where it's so realistic. It's kind of extra gruesome. Have we seen a trailer or oh, this is gameplay? Yeah. Have we seen the?
Gameplay.
Yeah. Is this the first time we've seen a story where there's no zombies? Like, have we seen any zombies in this game? In any of the trailers?
No, being kind of human enemies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the last trailer was even set. You didn't see Ellie in it at all. I think it might have been a mother. Is one of the
Yeah.
theories. Like, kind of set, before the first game.
Hey,
Hey,
Haney.
Heidi.
Heiny. It is gameplay. This is not how I usually play this game. I just go in all guns blazing. I'm no good at stealth. I'm still confused why Ubisoft didn't show Splinter Cell. I think we will get it. In Sony. Oh.
Thank you, Baltimore.
Yeah, this is how I do this game. Wow, this melee combat.
Jesus Christ, this woman is cold-blooded.
Just like grab her shoulder when she got shot.
She's just like,
So
all up
cool.
in there. All up in that jugular.
Oh god, look at that. Yeah.
Like you could imagine watching this as like first footage of like PS5.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same
cool,
thing. I was like, somebody said that this is next gen, it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe it is. Maybe we're gonna be like 2021. This type of thing that you play,
Oh, Metal Gear, nice.
it's type of the game that you play when someone's sat next to you on the couch and they're just like, is this a game?
Go.
I think the first game is one of the few games that non-gamers like appreciate if they see it. They don't necessarily just think it's fucking bullshit.
My god, a kneecapper.
Come on, in the willy.
Oh,
Shaboy!
Pop.
yeah, lots of badass females to see through.
No one in the history of third person has ever been that good at the dodge mechanic.
The fudge mechanic.
I'm sure everybody in the chat room here is familiar with the fudge mechanic.
A package.
Bunch of queers up in here.
Wow.
Oh, good for you.
There's extra fudge. Oh.
Any other dev, and I'd be like, yeah, no way. That's just like canned stuff. You wouldn't be actually doing this, but I'm pretty sure this is representative.
Well, like, the fact that this is gameplay, it all doesn't seem seamless.
Most cutscenes don't look this good.
No. What are games gonna look like in 10 years?
Nice.
It'd be interesting to watch this video of us being blown away by this in like 10 years. But like, well,
We'll all have like really lightweight
Swipe
VR and 4K
Yeah.
screen in our eyes.
Google, we'll be sat there with Google Glass 2. Oh wow, you don't just collect the, you don't just walk over it and collect the arrow. It's always been super dynamic and intense. Yeah, I used to always go in all guns blazing. I might have to do another playthrough of The Last of Us before.
Oh, look
this
at
one
that.
comes
She
out.
takes her backpack off when you want to go through the inventory.
Swoon.
This looks like something that other developers would take from.
Oh!
Oh my god. That was the fudge mechanic, yeah.
Oh, I love how
This is like, it just spills out.
blooded.
So everything's so dynamic. Like, they've taken everything that's just kind of taken for granted in a video game and kind of made it, like, you know, you walk over to collect their ammo, but no, like, it spills out of the bag, then you pick it up. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, this is going to get banned in so many countries.
Holy shit. Good
Yeah.
for them.
Wow, that's not what I think of.
Back to the kiss, brilliant.
Oh no, what's this shitting on the bottom? Can't wait for Spider-Man.
Fail.
No, don't show that shit. Ruining it. Oh boy.
Oh, Ben.
You got me. You got me.
That did many, many things to me.
Wow. I think everyone just, that was that noise then, I think it was. It wasn't like a clap, it was just a wow. I want to see Beat Saber on the VR, because they always have like a VR section. Show me some Beat Saber. My body's so ready.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3
Nobody
showcase.
cares, Sid.
We're taking a quick
Move on.
intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit
Oh,
more to share
wow,
on that
they're
later.
moving.
And I am joined by my good friend Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr.
Okay, I'm going to
Schumann.
quickly go and grab a beer while
I'm
these
good.
guys are
It's
talking.
Such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase, and it's
like
going to be
they're
a
gonna
huge
leave
night
that
for
tent and
Worldwide
go
Studios a
somewhere
little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello,
guys.
sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
See,
I thought you
this
were
is
just
how
on
you dress
stage. How did you get
yourself.
up here so
We
fast?
created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here.
Do they
Well,
actually
good to
have
you.
Well,
pressed
it's great to be here,
collared
and I think that was a
shirts?
very
Oh yeah, like
very
it's just the guy
Jackets
that
that
powerful
fit.
start
That
for
fucking
our E3
pattern
program for
shit.
this year.
That's right. And there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of The Last of Us series.
Okay, did I miss anything?
And I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content.
Naughty Dog is
was
okay,
so
says Mel.
impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat.
This is why it's 1 hour 45
really
because we just
shows
have to
that,
move
they're
them
pulling out
along.
all the stops.
Every game
When
is a
Naughty
different
Dog are gonna
place.
have a very broad
Oh,
and ranging
Jesus.
game
Kind of what they
dynamic. You
implied.
only
They
work
were
at
into
it
the
as a
next
player, but you're
experience.
going to have to.
Are they going to be like
feel
outside?
person.
I'll bet they're going to be outside and there's going to be a Spider-Man
Can't wait to
person
see more of
spinning.
that, and that was first gameplay we
jumping
saw
around.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Got an acrobat up in
Looking
there.
obviously
You know, it's
incredible.
not
And speaking
E3,
of
it's
incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios
BF3.
lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God
Oh,
of
awesome,
War,
that
needs
looked
no
fun.
introduction,
C
and
minus.
Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is
Shit, I
the
don't have my
secret,
bottle
and
opener.
what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on?
Do you know-
Detroit, don't talk
Well,
about
in your
Detroit.
Rule number one is do no harm.
I did, but then I moved it because I needed it. One sec.
In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide
Fudge Mechanic
scope,
would be a
you know,
great name
provide,
for a band. Oh
generalized,
yes.
You know,
Oh, yes.
advice about where we can take this as an industry and as
What
and as
genre
a, as a,
though?
as
What
a gaming
genre would
culture.
they be?
But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last.
I was gonna
dozen
play
years or so
around
with Worldwide
of
Studios.
band
I think
name or
right now,
sex
certainly
move,
the
but I don't
PS4
want to
era,
do that
you're
with Fudge
seeing a lot of
Mechanic.
that coming into.
I don't want to do that with that
That's
one.
great to hear that. And you know, I mean, speaking about making
I was thinking
fans
ska
happy,
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, this is a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time
Not enough
feedback,
games do
from the fans
New
and
Game
the
Plus
community, and we
anymore.
listen to that. And God knows
I
my
mean, you
Twitter
don't have
feed
to do
is
that for
filled up
every
with all the
game,
stuff
but there are
we
some
can talk
games
about
that
here
could
and
do
not talk
with
about all,
it,
but
certainly.
It's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong, really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm
Alright.
happy to say today that the teams are working on
Miss
it.
anything
and
else?
We should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog. But it's gonna happen.
We decided that Fudge
Definitely.
Mechanic
As
would be a
someone who
really good
miraculously
name for a
finished
ska
God
band.
of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes
What
me
game is he
very
talking about
happy.
with the New
I
Game
will
Plus
somehow
stuff?
That's
find
kind of
more
scary.
time.
But okay.
I think they were
Find time
talking
to
about
be
it
able
as
to
like a
watch it.
concept,
Okay.
not necessarily for any
Yeah,
specific
yeah.
game.
Kids don't try to know.
He did mention God of
thank you
War,
so
so
much,
maybe
Sean,
that's
and
what they
it's
were
great
talking
God of War
about.
does not have New Game Plus, so yeah. That would be good.
If we can
I
create,
heard stuff that they weren't going to
features
bring
that
a
allow
New
people
Game
to
Plus
spend
because
more
they
time
thought
in
it
the worlds we
wouldn't
build,
suit it.
That's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Kind of
Fantastic. So
doesn't,
New
but
Game
at the same
Plus
time,
that
I
is
do want
confirmed. It is
to. I
coming
kind of
to
want to play
God
that
of
game a
War.
bit more.
We'll have full details on
kind of
PlayStation blog shortly.
That game
We have a lot
ends,
more
you
to
know.
talk about too.
Yeah, it's
so
got a good
Sean, I
ending.
wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you
pretty
did
cool
something
to
a
go.
little bit out
I
of
kind
the
of want to play more,
ordinary
but I don't
for
want
our
to
team,
start
and you
again.
kinda came out
I'd
and
like to
talked
still
about
have
the
all the
four
abilities
main
I've got. I've
games
pretty much
that we
maxed
will
out
be
that skill tree, so
highlighting,
pretty cool to go
tonight's
through this fight again,
PlayStation
kind of
showcase. I
knowing
was
what you're
wondering
doing
what the
and
thought process was
with
there.
all the
Well, you know,
abilities and
every
stuff.
year
So
we
that
try to let
gameplay trailer is already
the
on
stories we
YouTube.
have to tell design the experience we're going to
So I
create.
just shared that with
And this
everybody.
year we felt that what we really wanted to do is take people on a journey
That was
deep
fucking
into the
outrageous.
content, deep into
So
the 4
good.
big pillar games that we're working on right now.
So good.
And get them to see a bit more about the stories they're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range
really wanna
really
wanna-
titles there.
gameplay today,
Anything
then.
from
Yeah.
The Last of Us 2, which is
really-
right now, through Death Stranding and
I really
Spider-Man
want to
Ghost. So,
play
this
Last of
year
Us
I
1
want
now.
people to know that don't come here
Yeah, you should.
expecting to
Again.
have some big
I played it for the
flashy
first time
new
only
idea
last
come
year.
out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through.
That was an amazing
to
experience.
see
The DLC is really cool
the
as well.
Background stories and deep inside of the games we're
Have
working
the
on.
last
Wonderful.
one.
And we do have a lot more coming from
Do you
those
have PS4,
Worldwide Studios
Flighty?
games in the showcase
I do
later
not.
tonight. Do you have
Do you
any
have PS3?
personal games that you're
No.
most excited
Ah.
about?
Wait.
Well, they're
Yes.
all fabulous.
Oh, it's on
The teams
PS3.
are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is,
But
there's
if you
one of the
if you
games
get a
we're having
PS4,
out today
you'll be able
that
to
will
play
playable in
play
3
Last of Us
months
2.
and available in stores,
And
and
that
that's
it?
our favorite website.
I really,
Of course.
Spider-Man.
really
So we're gonna
recommend
see
the
a lot of that
PS4.
tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy
Some
with what
games
they're
I
gonna
think
get.
you would
Awesome.
love.
Thank you, Sean.
We've
Sean,
already
thank you
lost
so much
the
for
best game
dropping
of all
by.
time.
Always a pleasure to trade notes with the
Yeah,
chairman of
that Last of Us 1 is Click Click Play's top game of all time.
Please do. And
Wear the helmet.
Of all time.
Yeah, we had a big 6-week-long kind of. That was really good fun. That we've got our top 100 games, and Last of Us
with a look at the
was
latest
number 1.
from the world of Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty. Okay. Let's see what this is. Yeah, the script in that is just like something out of a top-rated film. All Black Ops Maps Return Remastered. Okay. I don't recognise any of these. I never used to play Call of Duty multiplayer. Baltimore, I enjoyed it. I think Red Dead Redemption should have been number 1. Yeah, me too, Baltimore.
Yeah, but you're wrong. Have you played it recently? Like proper played it?
Yeah, I finished it last year.
It's rated now.
It
doesn't play that well anymore.
No.
What the fuck is this bullet doing?
I know, it's defying the laws of physics, that's what it's doing. Yeah, I mean, Red Dead Redemption, and then compare that to...
access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
I don't know what he said, but it sounded I heard something playing now.
The PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
We have like 10 minutes.
Molinari and Ramon
Such a
Russell.
weird
Welcome.
fucking presentation.
That's
Good
right.
to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Like this is normally the stuff after the show where you turn the stream on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here. And
another man that should be in a shirt and suit.
I'm not sure that it's actually started yet. I think that was like that was the pre-stuff. I think.
Why would they show what? Oh, it's a cap
What we just learned
what
here
would
is that those maps, those classic maps, are.
But why would they? They wouldn't show The Last of Us.
For those who pre-order Black
I
Ops
think
4
they
on
wanted to
PlayStation
get people in that
Store.
room to get the guy playing the guitar a little bit and
Black Ops 3.
and
Well,
have
that's
the
where it
reveal
gets a
that they're
little
sat in
more
the
interesting,
replica
my
of the demo room. Now I think they're moving into
we are
a
actually doing
into an actual.
surprise PlayStation
They're not going to
Plus
get
game
Hideo Kojima
drop.
up on that.
Oh,
fucking
wait,
stage.
hear that, hear that.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 is the
coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Ah.
That's
awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3 because
think
not
I've got
only
that
do we
game
get to
anyway.
share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little mid E3 supply drop.
Do you know why? Because they just said if you pre-order Black Ops 4, then you get a special map or 2 on Black Ops 3. In other words, hey, here you go. Now you can. There's no excuse for pre-ordering.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates.
But
Over the span of
are we
5
going to get
days,
this
a
on
lot of great
PC,
stuff
Melon?
announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
I'm glad that they've kind of just not put the story mode on there. But apparently this like no story mode is just for this iteration. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's that Tetris thing that came out. It's Days Gone. Yeah. Is that all you get? No.
Twitter is super excited that The Last of Us demo was so in your face about the PC's queerness. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, wake up.
It feels like really natural as well. Not like stuck on to please people.
Right, yeah.
Of fee and flipping death.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
That's the spirit. Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are
Thank you for keeping VR going.
Ghost giant?
Beat Saber, Beat Saber. I want to play this game so much. When? Give us a date. Come on, you showed us it last year. Nope. Last year they showed us that. Why are they showing us it again?
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really.
Oh, okay, no, that was like a
There
pre-thing,
lot of
John,
great
I think.
stuff
Yeah.
here. Oh, and we can see the crowd is seated.
There we go.
The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue.
I totally thought they were going to do all that shit.
Yeah, me too. I thought they were going to move around. It's like
bring up Hideo
maybe
Kojima
one
to
more
speak
thing we
on
can
the fucking
sneak
chip.
in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah. Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in.
I was getting like
this
Bloodborne
next
vibes. The
franchise
church.
boasts a huge loyal
Too
community
colourful.
of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they
hours.
play that
PUBG.
so much.
A lot.
PUBG coming.
And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Not PUBG. You don't be. Oh, Destiny! Destiny 2 expansion.
Is that Forsaken? Is it Forsaken?
Yeah. Oh, melon. Here we go. Want another song that's slowed down? Gone moody.
Matt, is this a cover?
Sounds like Johnny Cash would sing the original.
Yeah, I was getting Johnny Cash vibes.
It's pretty bold that they don't think they need to put the Destiny thing in the actual conference. It's pretty confident.
It's already been...
I've seen this?
I know, I mean, like it's...
I haven't seen the CG thing.
No, but I think... they started adding a few more CG... forward. Wait, that's... Why is he dead? Is Jade dead? No. He can't be dead. No. So it's a lot of the things that they're changing with this DLC. When this DLC comes out, or this expansion comes out, they're changing a lot of stuff. So even if you don't buy it, it'll still change.
A powerful new look at Destiny 2
a
Forsaken
lot of the game.
coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah,
the enhancements
it looks
are
really good. There's
included
a lot of buzz about
even if you
that
don't buy it.
Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not
What's
too
the Gambit mode?
bad.
Yeah, it's new
there's
PV. It's
barely any time because we're about to get to the
PvEVP.
That's right. We are really seconds away.
So you're
when it
you're
comes down
battling
to it
against
from the
another
rest of,
team,
PlayStation's E3
and if you get
showcase.
so many
Thank
of
you
these
so
points,
much
you can
for
send
watching.
one of
We've got a
your
lot more
team
in
to the other
store
side to
tonight.
try and kill people in the other
But
team.
For
It's
now,
really cool.
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time.
Is Alexa
Should we
having a
get
fit,
to
John?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it.
You see how Alexa got a red ring?
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So
That's
let's
'cause it's
check it out
muted.
live right now.
I feel like something just fell behind me, but I can't see.
I
what.
heard something. Ghost. Here we go. Oh. Uh-oh. They're as big as mine.
Does it curve like that?
Oh yeah, hits the spot right, you know.
See a doctor.
Chew my arm off. I'll keep playing it.
I bet he is excellent at cunnilingus. Super strong jaw muscles, can stay down there for like 45 minutes.
45 or 45?
45.
Wow.
Impossible.
Nearly an hour.
It was like 45 minutes, yeah. Around about the 4 minutes 30 mark, I'm done.
45 seconds.
That flute is called a shakuhachi. No, thanks, Matt.
Music nerd? Oh, you are the music nerd. Okay.
That's what I love about streaming this stuff. Like you get lots of extra information from people in the chat. Enhances it.
So this
Yes.
is the Ghost of Tsushima, right?
Yeah. Not the From Software game, though. I want to know more about this Ghost of Tsushima. It looked interesting.
Seems like there's a bit of a glut of games in that kind of mold. You've had Neo, you've got the new From Software thing, you've got Ghost of Tsushima. They're all kind of doing different things, but it's all a similar aesthetic.
Is he wearing socks and sandals?
Oh, Matt, you missed it earlier. There was a Spanish fella playing a banjo, like a Spanish guitar. It was really good. And he wasn't using finger picks.
Next year, can we ban musical parts?
No.
Y'all are going to get some culture whether you want it or not, so buckle up.
You can lead a horticulture, but you can't make her think. One of my favourite phrases. I apologise. See, that means quality. If you see that sign, Sony Interactive Entertainment presents, it means quality game. Just, we'll forget Detroit never happened, and
People like it.
yeah,
Can't say I'm one of them. But
no. I know somebody just like said the beginning is really boring and then it gets better. I was like, what? The beginning's the best part.
Definitely doesn't. No, no. The game does not improve.
The temple's close.
Ooh, Matt's got interesting. That flute was traditionally played by wandering Buddhist monks
Straight into it.
that wore low hats covering their faces. It was a brand of popular disguise for rogue samurai. So maybe that's a... Are you a rogue samurai?
No one cares, shush.
Alright. Oh.
There's another lesbian kill.
No, we want some man-on-man action now. I think it's time.
Yeah, I need some fellows.
Yeah.
Fellows.
Oh. This looks stunning.
Oh dear.
Oh god, what? Destiny 2 remastered. What? Sony conference already 10 out of 10. I mean, yeah, but
I would have
Jesus
gone
Christ, the lighting. Just all of this. Oh my god.
Like, Last of
Gorgeous.
Us, then this. Sony, just... As I said it on Twitter earlier, like, it seems to be quality over quantity with Microsoft. It's kind of just like, yeah, play loads of the games that you want. Here's the Microsoft Game Pass, play loads of them. Not the best games, but loads of them. For Sony, they'll make you want to pay full price for a game.
And they have all the other games as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is stunning.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Seeing all this gameplay makes me think next year.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see gameplay.
No. It was such a teaser last year.
Yeah. Was it even last year?
Yeah. Was it at the Sony? No. It wasn't at the Sony Experience, was it?
E3.
Was it the PlayStation Experience?
Certainly wasn't E3.
Oh, I want to see. Yeah, if the combat is good, then this game piques my interest.
Yeah, this definitely looks open world. God, I love this lighting and weather that's happening. Shut up and take my money.
I love games that have kind of a consistent atmosphere. Kind of. That's one thing I didn't like about God of War. It felt a bit higgledy-piggledy.
Maybe this is why From Software now with Xbox.
Yeah. Hey, From Software.
Those games are going to be wrestling for mind share. I would assume that we'll get this before From's game.
Jin,
And they'll be very different anyway. But
you're late.
still.
You're impatient.
It's gonna be. Like, what's this?
Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
I wonder what the narrative is like.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako.
Could you imagine this in 4K?
Down.
We could dig them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike
Do you
quietly.
think like supernatural, or
Kill
is
the
it just
monks.
going to be guys?
If it's not supernatural for myself, they're gonna need to do a little bit more than what's going on here, because this is
I'll guard the
reskinned Rise of the Tomb Raider as far as I'm concerned. Bows and arrows and crouching and hiding.
It'd be good to get some verticality to it. Right now it's seeming quite grounded. Yep, there we go. Cool. Yeah, lovely. Alright. That's exactly what was needed. That looks very good.
Which studio's making this?
This is Sucker Punch? Alright, in saying that? Check that now, thank you.
Please, I do not understand.
Is it like zero HUD?
Sucker punch.
Yeah. Oh.
He called reinforcements.
So, these are the guys who made Infamous.
Okay. Another good-looking game.
And a slight Cooper. Which is why I was expecting a bit more kind of verticality to it.
Hmm.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
I like the fight so far haven't been like drawn out. It's been one hit and the guys are dead. I really hope that that's like something that carries through.
That's something that happens to you though.
Fuck it.
Well, the thing is, there's no HUD. I don't know if they've not shown the HUD, but
My friend.
They could well have taken that out.
but like when you can highlight certain people, so it makes me think. I love this setting.
Shit. So it'll be interesting. Nah, see, he's hit her there.
It's like a boss fight. This one.
Yeah, but still, it'd be cool like if he was, you know, first hit. Fuck. Looks like a Soul Calibur game or something though.
Yeah, it's weird how it's gone 2D.
You hear them coming? That's our enemy.
Yeah, I wonder if it's based on like real historic events.
Orpheus Dragons.
Yeah, but that was quite fast.
Yeah, it definitely seems kind of slow-paced combat, technical stuff. Need to block a lot. And fucking down like Charlie Brown. Yep, 100% down.
Yeah. Into that fight too?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm surprised there wasn't like more traversal. Have you ever played like Infamous?
No, I tried to get it with the PlayStation Pro because it was like one of the bundles.
Open world superhero city game. It was really cool because it was probably one of the best, like outside of the Batman game, in my mind, probably the best superhero game that's ever been made.
Oh yeah.
But like it was a superhero of their own creation. But it was like an open world modern American city, and you were very much like, you know, on top of rooftops and going along electrical cables and stuff like that. So I assumed that this would be a bit more like that, but it seems like slower paced and more combat focused.
Seems like a Neo, but not.
more cinematic.
Yeah.
Again, I hope it follows through with that, and you don't end up, you know, fighting tons and tons of guys. If it can, if that's an 8-hour cinematic experience and you have really cool kind of encounters like that, yeah, fuck it, I'm in.
Shifting place.
But that isn't the staple of that developer, so unless they've changed the way they're doing things.
There are rules
What is this?
and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
Quantum Break 2.
Isn't that a real actress?
What is this? This is like flighty stuff, this.
Yeah,
And
this is...
like Prey in a... Whoa.
Yeah, it's like Prey and Inception.
Yeah. Oh, I love it when they go weird. Zoom in, zoom in. Love me some samurai, says Almat. Yeah, me too. Samurai games recently have been pretty cool. Sit. Oh, a new IP. Who's making that?
I don't know.
Remedy.
It's a third party because they said.
Yeah.
They said they didn't announce anything new.
That looks. Yeah, I'm down for that. This is going on for another hour.
Good. When's Resident Evil 2?
Is Resident Evil 2?
Oh, don't.
Is it VR?
Don't tell me. No, this isn't.
Resident Evil 2 in VR?
Shut up, Dan. Anybody there? It's PlayStation 1.
Crash Bandicoot. Spyro. It's new Spyro. Jordan's Pizza. Why are you able to climb up this? What are you? A rat?
Yeah, you're like a mouse or something.
All the badass brunettes. Yeah. Who said blondes have all the fun? Are you Fidel the Mouse Detective, whatever it's called?
Oh!
Guess you don't play as a
Game
mouse.
over.
Ratatouille. Oh my god.
Oh no, baby!
It was original PlayStation as well. This is totally Resident Evil 2. Oh my god.
This is Resident Evil 2 remastered. Good Jordan's face.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh my god, it's Leon.
Jesus Christ.
Is this the best Resident Evil, Jordan?
Money's in my account.
No. 4 is one of the best games. It's the best traditional. Isn't it? Oh my god.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this
How does
city.
it play?
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
This is very, very different.
God damn it.
I want to see some gameplay. What was it? Fixed camera in 2?
Yeah.
Will you help me?
Of course.
It's clear.
It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
I'm not sure, but I never got into them.
Oh.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Wow. That's kind of soon.
Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
That's the only game I've seen coming out in January, I think.
Oh, fuck.
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take
Yeah.
some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look.
Yeah, like a disclaimer. Actually, don't play the
There's some
video games in the bath.
stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh,
That's a good point, Matt. Coming in January, but no in-game footage.
Playing this cool game. Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
I think you might be like 2 seconds behind Flighty. I don't know if you wanna like. Oh, it's in VR. If you wanna like where it says the red, where's the like the red dot? If you push it just to the end again, it might bring you back up to.
Yo ho, yo ho,
To more Kingdom Hearts. This is the. Wait. This is yeah. This is the third Kingdom Hearts trailer we've seen at E3.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
How come you're not?
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the first time we've seen that here, haven't we? Did we know that Pirates of the Caribbean's in Kingdom Hearts?
I think Pirates have been in before, isn't it? It didn't look like that though.
No. Ship battles. Wait, what?
This isn't.
It's got Goofy. No.
It is though.
Yeah.
That's the Kingdom Hearts guy.
Wait.
The fuck?
It's got ship mechanics. God, they're really desperate to be able to buy this game. Was it Microsoft? It was a.
You back in the organization? Yes.
Hey.
Surprising, isn't it?
How are you doing?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sorry, I won't try. Axel, is that how you pronounce it? Jaxel?
Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking.
I think that's Johnny Depp.
They actually got Johnny Depp.
Did they?
Yeah, that's his voice.
They have
I love this song.
It's your song again, John. Hey, check that.
safer with me staying
Check the comments, Flighty.
Please, go away.
Oh, thank you. Ben was not impressed.
Oh no, it was. I was saying I would look to right, I look a right mess.
Sadness from those children.
Can't wait to go to Monsters Inc. world.
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need.
Oh,
The new
love it.
7 hearts.
Positivity here, Manny.
Set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
James Woods. Let's see. I just find it weird how it has like nice cool music and just like into the. Okay, no, that's a January game.
Yeah, James Woods. That might be the only work that he can get right now.
Handsome PlayStation.
Oh no. 2.5 remix. Is that a new one? You've got such stupid names. All in one package. Okay, I might get that then. Because you could play the first ones like right now. I have a question. Mine. No, it's the. It's the. What the hell is? Oh, Death Stranding. Yeah. Saturation.
The man who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Was that on that picture? Were you like the prisoner or some kind of? What was behind you? Like a flag of some kind. That's rendered in game. That.
I swear to God, if this isn't a horror game, for fuck's sake.
I don't think Kojima would ever try and put himself to a genre.
What is this?
Kind of likes to make his own.
Like.
Oh, is this gameplay? Jordan, you getting gameplay? For a second.
What is it? Why are people just traipsing around the fucking countryside with boxes on their back?
Oh. What the hell?
What is that? What is this game?
Wow. Where is that? Scotland? It's the Last of Us, it's all going to come together.
See, this is going to be some weird social thing. It's got to be, there's no way that that's all... Unless the whole narrative is around this one guy making this really long and arduous journey and he's got different things and he's back at different times.
You kind of work out the story the entire time. Which is like a really long version of like the chicken grain and the egg. Trying to get it across.
That isn't like that isn't the main guy.
No. Don't say it was Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett. I'm not looking at that, sorry.
Can't do it.
No, me neither. Give me your hand in mine, and I will give you my hand in death. Something. Oh no, it's just a curtain. Jurassic Park game. What? What was on that back?
How is this something that people can walk into a Tesco and buy?
So Josh Hartnett, what's his name, the guy?
The Walking Dead guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Rebus something.
Norman Reedus.
Norman, yeah, it's Norman Rebus. Fragile, it says. What's those things up in there?
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long.
Can't see that umbrella being very effective.
The timeful fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No, they're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam,
If one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
What is this?
I got an idea.
Is he a prisoner or something? I hope they never release gameplay. Oh, and it's just kind of... You gotta kind of guess what it is. No review copies out. Just play it and see what you think. This is gameplay. I didn't understand a single thing of that.
I am into it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of weird games.
110%. I am into that shit.
You need to get a PlayStation 4, Flighty. Oh, was she just eating a baby? Was that a baby?
I think that was a grub.
Alright.
Oh, well, you know what?
It's
Knowing Hideo Kojima.
Could be a baby. Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen. Okay, so these are people.
You
And
still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
she a famous person?
No clue.
I feel like I should know her.
He's insane.
Mm-hmm.
What a budget of this, like, who signed this up? It was brilliant.
I'm glad that Sony just trust him.
I don't know, they do.
Ugh, I'm so into it. I was like totally enamored with that.
Mm. I don't think they've shown a game I'm not into yet. All samurai stuff? Oh, Team Ninja. This is Neo 2? This is Neo, that's Neo.
Oh, don't. You can't do this to me.
Please, Neo 2. I want Neo 2, even though I haven't finished the first one.
Can't be.
Is it DLC, maybe?
It's Neo 2.
Neo 2. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to finish Neo now, aren't I? It is!
Jesus Christ, Ben.
Oh.
You said that like it's Ben's fault. Ben, what did you do?
You know when you play a game and then you kind of move on and then you see a trailer for a sequel and you're like, I need to go and finish that game. So many games I need to finish now. I'm not going to be able to play Last of Us again. You really liked Neo, didn't you, John?
Why do you hurt him so?
Oh, it's such a good game. It's what got me like there's certain games that get me into kind of things like Red Dead Redemption got me into westerns. I actually watched lots of western films. Neo was the first game that got me into that kind of difficult third-person Souls-like games. Although I haven't really. Neo was so good. So we got 45 minutes left.
Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my
Last 30 minutes is Assassin's Creed.
If they just showed a Bloodborne 2 fucking logo now, I promise you I would cry on this stream. Like, this thing has pushed me in a lot of ways.
When it comes to quality games, this is winning for me. This conference.
I can't believe they just announced fucking Neo 2. That was just an aside.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing. I want to go play Neo now.
You okay?
Yeah.
Do I want it on? No, I've got it on PS4. I will. Plays so well on the Pro. Finnemer's got a Pro.
It's great on PlayStation. Yeah.
So Sony won again. Yeah,
Why is he letting everyone out?
Well, we'll see. 45 minutes left. Apparently.
Got it.
But
I'll go join the party.
it started off so badly. I had no idea.
Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Nice.
Very. I'm getting flashes of Arkham Asylum.
I was thinking the same thing. Like a cross between that, but then I'm also getting Shadow of Mordor group style attacks.
That doesn't sound good.
It's like, yeah, it's sad, but with like really. Oh, it's sad with the music.
This is the mutant prison from Deadpool 2, huh? I haven't seen Deadpool 2.
I like having an expert in the chat.
What is he talking about?
Well,
I'm
you know,
baiting at it.
everything he said could be completely bollocks.
He says it with such authority.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, that flute thing. No, it wasn't. It was. It's actually an old fertility.
That's why it was shaped that way.
Yeah. Which is the G-spot curves around. Is that the Green Goblin?
No, that was Doc Ock.
Oh. I was trying to be like showing off that I know stuff.
The Green Goblin has the little pumpkin grenades. The floating surfboard.
Do you think Mr. Freeze will be in this one?
Absolutely.
I'll be honest, is this looking good? Because I've been deep in thought for the last fucking like 5 minutes. Is this what is this?
I'm ready for Neo 2.
Ben Snow.
My middle name is John, actually. This looks stunning. I like big flashy lights. Following a nice pretty light. It's like Unraveled too. Speaking of Unravel, we did that. Yeah, you were there. Were you there for that, John? Oh no, it was the EA conference, but apparently Unravel 2 is very short.
Hey, Colton.
Colton! How was it like being old?
Stay away from slot machines, Ben.
That's Bane. The dudes with collars are in Deadpool 2. Ooh, because if you got other Marvel kind of appearances. This is got to be ready soon. When has this got a date already?
Yes, that's it.
Is it? September. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna have to work Saturdays this month. What's his name again? This green person?
That guy.
Yeah. Chocker. Oh, okay. Actually, I can stick. Yeah. How are you doing, Colton? You've missed some freaking. Oh. Tonight's remember why I love E3. Do you know what I'm especially? Do you know what I'm especially loving about this? The lack of QuickTime events.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, I was worried that this game would just be full of them.
Told you.
No. See, if you're skeptical, you get pleasantly surprised. Anything that I would like? I don't know what you would like, Colton. What games do you like? Get the Division 2, we can play together. We'll do duo streams.
Yeah.
No, not that guy. The guy that's in the helicopter with like.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
The penguin.
That's a cool ass looking bad guy.
He first appeared in the comics in the 60s, back when they were having a kind of lull.
Like inverted.
Flighty and Nod. You two are great to have on here. You two are the brains. I'm the one that just knows how to assemble OBS.
You're the face.
I'm the techie one that just knows how to click start stream.
They fucked him. They're fucking up Spider-Man.
Oh, Colton, stop it. The gameplay seems too directed for me. I don't know if I'm gonna play it yet. Yeah. Well, if you wanna watch me stream it.
Such a PlayStation way to end a Spider-Man demo with him dying.
Yeah.
Tony Stark gonna show up.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's Boogie.
Right, that is the Sony PlayStation press conference wrapping up
What?
with all things Spider-Man.
That was it?
Which is a great big
always end
PlayStation exclusive that's coming out the end
That's
of
Boogie.
this year.
Every year.
Joining me once again to break down all the biggest moments are Boogie 2988, Andy Mack, Brandon Jones, and new guest Atomic Mari from Smosh. So guys, we talked a lot about what we were hoping to see from PlayStation. A very different format to sort of
Neo
how they
2.
put it all
That's what I
together.
took away from that.
First kind of snap judgments, gut reactions. Brandon, what was your take?
Got off to a little bit of a false start. They really like to experiment with the
Yeah.
Sony conferences. So yeah, it was a little weird to start. I feel the
There was a lot of
impact
big
that we
hitters
got
in there
from
for
seeing the
me.
Last
And
of Us demo within the actual
I would say for some people
Pause.
maybe that conference wasn't that great, but for me there was a lot to like.
I'm gonna pause it so we don't. Yeah.
The Last of Us stuff that's next level. Seeing Death, like I still don't really know what Death Stranding is, and I'm like, you never really know what Kojima, like what he's showing is real or not, and not in the kind of cynical.
Oh,
to
we lost
to
you.
show his game. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So you just cut out for like 1 second.
So you never show with Kojima like whether what he's showing you is representative of the game at all, but not in like a way where he's like ashamed to show you the game. It's just that he doesn't want to give away what the game's going to be like, and his games are generally quite weird. We definitely saw some gameplay in that, I would say.
Yeah.
But I still don't know how. Like, if I'm going to spend at least 20 hours in that game, I'm not sure what I'm doing. There were just scenes of random guys walking for miles across the wilderness with shit tied to their back.
Pretty much everything you saw in that was something happening. So I hope it's not just kind of a walking simulator, you know.
I think that's the impression I get. It's not a walking simulator, but I think there's going to be extended periods where you're walking along landscapes and just traveling towards something, and shit is probably happening. It gave me a bit of an Alan Wake vibe, I think, in terms of potentially the core kind of combat mechanic. You've got that thing attached to you which can shine a light, and it seems like those invisible monster things don't like it. So I think maybe that'll be, obviously you probably can't fight them with like conventional guns. Maybe you need to shoot the light thing at them.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so many question marks still around what that game is. But it was good to see some like really in-engine stuff and what looked like potential gameplay. Spider-Man looks as good as ever, out in a couple of months. That's going to sell shitloads. Remake 2. So Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I've been waiting a long time for this to kind of get a view of this remake. It was quite an interesting way to introduce you as the first-person rat thing at the start. It got me. I didn't think it was Resident Evil. I need to watch the trailer again. Leon looks really weird.
It's the graphics in that made it look like a remaster. Yeah, it didn't look like.
It's not like that is a totally different game to the second one.
But it still didn't look like a kind of an exclusive, you know, straight first. It didn't look like a $60 game to me. That looked like 30.
Yeah, they're not going to plug that kind of money into it.
No.
But he was like towards the end of that trailer, you did start to see some more familiar things. There's some really like iconic stuff, especially towards the start of that game that they did allude to. But a lot of it at the start, like the city looks very different. I don't know. I need to rewatch that and then see what the internet makes of it. Ghost of Tsushima, I thought was really strong.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that. Manny in the chat, who is a Xbox fanboy, says PlayStation wins. Xbox fanboys can suck it. Suck what, Manny? Because I'll become an Xbox fanboy if. I've had one beer. No, actually, oh shit, that's two. Yeah.
I think objectively, it's hard to not think that Xbox won E3. I think Sony knew that going in. They said that they're gonna just concentrate on games they've already announced and give you a bit of a deeper view of them. For me personally, like these games happen to be things I'm more interested in than what Xbox could show me. But I think Xbox smashed it. To be fair, they did exactly what they needed to do.
Mellum says Death Stranding seems to be about the journey with mystic sci-fi around it, which, you know, to be honest, tell me a story. That's fine. I don't mind interact. I love walking simulators. I love,
you know, plenty of story. I can promise you.
I hate the phrase walking simulator, but you know, narrative. What do they call it now? Narrative.
Stroll playing games.
Stroll playing. I love that. Yeah. No, man, those type of games are great, but a Kojima story told through one of those that maybe you want to play 3 or 4 times just to get the story. Give me that now. I mean, did you find that, Flighty, you like kind of weird games like Prey? Don't you find that the Sony one was just full of really weird games, like really interesting but weird?
Sony was definitely, they seem to be taking more risks, at least superficially. Sort of, because they have like Kingdom Hearts 2 that they're going to make so much money off of that. So, and the Resident Evil 2 remake, they're working on nostalgia, but since that game, since the original is so outdated, they're bringing new gameplay elements to it. I think just the sort of nostalgia and the curiosity as to what they're going to do with it is going to bring people in.
Melon says we've got to watch the stream. Sorry, I just let me load it back up. Apparently something's happening, maybe. Or he wants to see the stream on in the background.
We got good looks at these games. We were talking about Xbox earlier, and I like.
Okay. Oh yeah. We'll have it in the background, Mel. Mel just wanted to hear what we were talking about. Just like watch the stream. What about yeah? I mean, Flighty. Which of the are you close to getting a PS4?
I'm gonna see if I can get one for my birthday in October. So we'll see how that goes.
You know, if you have is your donation goal still for a root canal?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you should get rid of that. Change it for a PlayStation. It's more important.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll need the root canal. Like real bad.
You should move to Canada, get it for free, come back.
I don't know if you've ever dealt with Border Patrol here in North America, but me being a person of color, that's not a great experience.
You need a piece of string, a door, and a hefty kick. And
that is absolutely how root canals work. Absolutely.
Oh, apparently there's game being shown. Let me go and show back. Go back to what was it? This one? Which it wasn't Spider-Man. We saw that one. No, I'm watching. I don't know if you guys. Oh, you can't really. I don't know if you want to bring the stream up, but like mute it, because I've gone back a little bit. There's some. Yeah. Oh wait, this one. This one, Melon. We've already seen this one, haven't we?
Oh yeah, that was just like that was the gameplay for Last of Us 2.
Well, Manny says, John, Xbox announced another console. Yeah, they pretty much did. These new studios will be making games for that system. Complete restart, and it'll be out a year before the PlayStation. Do they want to do that, though? Do they want to bring it out?
Is it going to be out a year before the PlayStation? Even if it is, are those studios then going to have enough time to make games? And they're pretty bad studios as well. Like, those studios don't actually make good games.
Yeah, I mean, the Hellblade one that they didn't even put as the final reveal.
Hellblade was pretty shit. State of Decay 2 was
Flighty, Flighty, can I ask for your opinion on that?
Well, everybody has different tastes in
yeah,
games.
That's true. That if it would be boring if everyone had the same taste.
Yeah. So
I'm exaggerating. It's not bad. It was a looker. I think it's definitely overrated. But there you go. You just need to put mental health into games these days, and 10 out of 10. But the combat was bad. The puzzles were really simple. But it did look good. Yeah. But I don't think they're necessarily like a first party AAA studio. Is I guess my argument. And the guys that make State of Decay 2 are definitely not a AAA first party studio. that game's an embarrassment. So yeah, I'm not too worried, Manny. But thanks for joining the chat.
Flighty. Hellblade.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant, but I mean, I suffer from psychosis, so it was very accurate in its depiction. That was one of the reasons why I liked it so much, because they did the research, and it was just a really personal experience. People who don't suffer from psychosis, because it's an invisible illness, they don't believe me when I say certain things.
What is
that game?
What is psychosis? Can you explain to someone who has no idea?
Psychosis is, oh gosh. Do you know what dissociation is?
I'll say no.
So dissociation is when you don't really connect with your body. You kind of feel like you're on autopilot all the time. You're not really in control. Everything is just out of your hands. Sometimes that can kind of move to the visual part of your brain, and it starts to distort how you see the world around you, as opposed to just sort of separating your consciousness from your body, for lack of a better term. That was why through, like, you got a lot of like those like weird visual distortions. There were a lot of audio distortions, and it was all just, it was such a personal experience for me. And I think that's why, like, it wasn't just a like a game about being sad all the time. It was like,
That sounds. I'm gonna give that a go. I think I have it. It was on a. I was going to get it.
Like,
No, it does sound like my type of game.
Yeah, it's definitely not mine. And I think the issue with the game is probably the marketing. They marketed that game quite hard, and for like a good couple of months before it came out, and they certainly didn't market it as something which is in my mind that game's pretty much a walking simulator with some tacked on combat. And they didn't really market it as that. I thought it was going to be something a bit more gamey, I guess.
Yeah.
But I totally get like the.
Manny really liked it. I think Manny in the chat. You played, didn't you, Manny?
Dodgy taste though with Manny.
Yeah, so he can't really. He likes PUBG.
Yeah, that's probably going to work against you, but but I get it. Like I've heard the commentary that it does the mental health stuff well. I stand by the fact that I don't think that's necessarily a tick box on the back of a game. But I appreciate that if it's done right, that can, like you said, make a game personal. For me, as somebody that couldn't really relate to that stuff, it didn't add anything, so I could only judge it on the actual mechanics of the game. I thought it looked really good, but the combat was really repetitive. The puzzles were quite repetitive. I found the whole voices in your head stuff annoying, which I guess is probably what it's like in real life, I assume.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Games need to be enjoyable, I guess. But overrated is probably the word for it, I think. Like, I didn't have a major problem with it, but it certainly wasn't the game that I wanted. And when people were absolutely lauding it, I'm
Game of the Year according to
that
BAFTAs.
game deserves it. But maybe it's just me.
It's a British studio, Jordan. You should be patriotic. Support them.
If you're looking for like one type of gaming experience and they represent themselves that way, but they give you something different, that's fucking annoying when they do that. Absolutely.
Manny in the chat says, sorry it wasn't about UK Nazis, Jordan.
The subtlety of a brick as usual with Manny. The country that actually fought the Nazis, but okay.
It says Manny, the man who owns a Trump hat.
It says Manny the fascist.
MAGA Manny, isn't he called? He says, bro, you're trashing. No, let's see. Bro, you're trashing walking sims and loving the Kojima game.
You can't.
Don't know what accent that was. I went for American, but I've had a drink.
Southern, and then it was Australian all of a sudden.
Oh, I was going for like Cockney. Oh, wow.
Oh, ooh.
Yeehaw, bro, you're trashing walking sims and loving the Kojima game.
Oh, Jesus. I will say about Death Stranding that I usually come at games from an art history background, because that's the background that I have. Kojima stuff is usually very absurdist. It sort of takes everything that's ridiculous in the world and like blows it out of proportion, up to and including storytelling. Death Stranding looks like it's more surrealist, which was a more serious movement. Also visually, like with that umbrella that was sort of like
yeah,
that wouldn't work as an umbrella, but
no,
it was
that was a Picasso umbrella.
So I don't know, I'm kind of hopeful, cautiously hopeful about that he's still telling a really weird story, but he's kind of
deeper meaning.
Or not really, like, not necessarily a deeper meaning, but he's just like attributing a different mood to the game. Because the Metal Gear stuff was like, it was getting so like stupidly tongue-in-cheek.
Would you agree with Manny here? Says Kojima thinks he's the Quentin Tarantino of video games, and you guys let him think that.
I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it means either, but
sorry, Manny.
But I think Kojima gets a lot of flack for being this creator that needs an editor and that's really self-indulgent. And I would agree with those things, but what I would say is as well, in a world where every fucking game is a Ubisoft or an EA AAA game, which is too scared to take any fucking risks and is designed in a boardroom, having a game designer that comes out and just wants to put everything into it and make it as weird and absurd as possible, and does it with such a finesse that big players like Sony are prepared to put millions and millions of dollars or pounds into it. I think we can afford to have at least. I think it's not only a case of we can afford. I think we need to have people like that in the industry to do the weird, absurd things and push things forward. And he tends to back it up as well. At the end of the day, as much as it's easy to laugh at Kojima. If you actually look at his track record in terms of games from a gameplay perspective, they're fucking phenomenal.
I agree with you about like the safe. I honestly am a massive Ubisoft fan. Pretty much every game that they showed would be like, for me, is fun, and I would happily play them. But I know it's like fast food. It's just generic stuff that's kind of, it's got different aesthetics on it. It's got something. It's fun. They're fun games. But nearly every PlayStation game they just shown then looked like something new. Like I had new. Maybe it's not new, but like Last of Us, the one thing that struck me about Last of Us was when you hit that woman or you kill the woman, and as she fell over, died, like all the arrows fell out of her bag, and then you literally picked them up, and then you're walking past, pulling them out. It just, every single thing felt so realistic. There was a blur between video games and real life there, like the bits that you take for granted in video games, like leveling up or walking over things to collect ammo. Like literally in that game you were doing these things, and that's what I feel like with Sony. They're taking risks. They're doing things that you might see in 5 years from other developers. They're setting the standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the Sony worldwide stuff, it's not just studios kind of siloed off. They've got a cohesiveness to them, and they share their tech and they share their knowledge. And you've seen with kind of Kojima coming in as kind of a second party, and just having this tour of all the different studios and getting to use all the different tech that they've used, within Horizon and things like that, to build his game. And you see that. You saw it with Tsushima. There's just a level of quality. You saw it with Detroit as well. As bad as the writing is from a technical perspective, that game is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, there's just a level of quality right now with Sony Worldwide Studios.
Can you imagine Sony buying some shitty B studios?
And I guess that's the thing. There's a difference between kind of taking a studio and nurturing them and giving them the support and kind of letting them loosening the reins a little bit and letting them design the games that they want so they kind of flourish as a studio, and then versus buying some C-tier studios and assuming that just having those under your portfolio that it's gonna mean that you've got some brilliant first party games coming up. I don't think that's the case. I think from an Xbox perspective, the one that I'm most excited about is the new one, the Initiative, because I think that's they're probably gunning for like Naughty Dog territory. They want to probably get the best talent and start making kind of groundbreaking games, and Xbox hasn't done that for a good while. And as nice as it is to see Xbox's change of heart, I think that we should all remember where gaming would be right now if it wasn't for the fact that the Xbox One fell on its face. Gaming would not be what it is right now. You wouldn't be getting these crazy good single player, emotional, cinematic, critically acclaimed experiences. You'd be getting Madden with TV stuck on the side. I think it's definitely worth remembering that Xbox didn't go this direction because they wanted to. They went this direction because the consumers punished them, and we should remember that for a long time.
What was the name of that? 505 Games one. That looked really interesting. Another weird game that looks cool. Oh, it's not showing up on here, but yeah, 505 Games has loads of stuff. I didn't realize.
Oh shit!
Grid 2, Abzu, Virginia, Rocket League. Rocket League is 505 Games.
I think they worked on like ports, but they don't.
Was that the no? That was
Control, says Melon. Yeah, I like the look of that. That looked cool.
Did I don't. I'm having a hard time remembering that one.
That was the one with the wall that kind of just disappeared, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Quantum Break game."
Was I here for that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Let me find it. And I'll.
The lady and the gun that changed and all that.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
What's this?
Yeah, that one looks really fun too. It like that one was really weird, like you said. Like I really love when you gamble on independent studios like that. You can't expect everything to be successful. As in, if you're any kind of creative, you're gonna make 500 things, and maybe 2 of them is gonna be effective. So I think they're. Sometimes indie games just don't work, but I think it's important for big studios like Sony to take that chance, especially since they have so many big titles to kind of fall back on, because so many of these are going to make so much money that I think they can afford to kind of, to fail. And like failing is really important when we're talking about business. So
yeah, agreed. I think that goes to the big publishers as well, which if you look at EA and Ubisoft, they're pretty good at doing. Actually, they tend to have at least 1 or 2 kind of smaller scale projects that you kind of assume might not be making all that much money on the back end, but they're just kind of doing it. And you can be cynical about it and say they're just doing it for kind of optics, and they're doing it because they want the fans to see how nice they are as a business. But I think that's probably a cynical way of looking at it. At the end of the day, there's people at the heads of these companies, and they're probably just as passionate about games as we are. So the optimistic way to look at it is that they're just sharing the love a little bit.
And with that, our super long night comes to an end. It's 4:30 here.
So who won, Ben?
Ooh, are we going for fun? Go for fun.
No, Ben, who won?
I'm going to say Sony.
Okay.
I don't think Microsoft. I think Ubisoft's higher than Microsoft for me, for my personal. Who do I think won, like, objectively?
Objectively, yeah.
I'm going to remember the games from Sony more than Microsoft.
Okay.
You?
Personally, Sony, but that was an extremely personal conference for me. Especially with the Resident Evil 2 stuff, like that means a lot to me.
I thought Last of Us is going to blow so many people away.
Neo, I hadn't even considered.
No, me neither. God, I haven't even finished the game yet.
Just to get that as an aside is like I adore that game, so that's crazy. But objectively, I think Xbox won it.
I think Microsoft surprised us. Maybe that's why it could have won.
It didn't. Like I think they could have gone further. I think that was an 8 out of 10 conference for them. But I think Xbox had so much ground to gain that it was a lot easier for them to impress, if that makes sense. And they did everything right. It was game after game after game. When you break it down, actually, from an exclusive perspective, which they concentrated on quite a lot. Actually, there's not a hell of a lot there, and I think a lot of it is smoke and mirrors. But in terms of what they were trying to do, communicating that the company's changed direction, that I thought it was interesting that they basically announced they've got a new console in kind of development, which obviously they would have, but to say that on stage is a big deal, especially considering they're also touting that they got the most powerful one, which came out like a year ago.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's a forward-thinking company. And I like the investment in the studios. Saying on stage that they've invested in 5 new studios. That's exactly what they need to do, and exactly the messaging that they need.
Yeah, people were thinking that Microsoft might just go into making games, or it might just kind of give up. But I think this is a sign that no, it's definitely not gonna.
Yeah, I'm a big Halo guy, so to see them, I think to see them kind of understand that as good of a job as 343 have done. In terms of kind of emulating what Halo kind of feels like and making it feel a little bit more modern, probably it definitely doesn't have the magic that Halo used to have. And for me, as much as that trailer was, to me, just stunk of actually there's no game behind it yet, but just as a concept and as a tonal piece, for me, that felt like the magic of Halo again. So I'm hoping that'll be great. So yeah, for me, objectively Xbox One, but personally, yeah, fucking PlayStation. Saying that, Nintendo's tomorrow, so
yeah, who knows?
But they tend to be fairly low key with the stuff. They'll probably just concentrate on Smash and a couple of other things.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing about that. Flighty, what about you? Who do you think won?
I'll tell you who I think lost. It's fucking Bethesda.
Oh, really?
Oh boy, that was embarrassing what they did. Oh my god. What did they announce? Like 2 new things?
Well, they announced 2 new things that were both next-gen console stuff, so it's like, oh no, the Prey thing. What about the Prey? And then the Doom, and then there was the Wolfenstein.
I mean, that's all. There was nothing new, and I'm not counting that nothing. Elder Scrolls 6 thing, because I could have made that shit here in my home studio.
Yeah, I think that was pretty cringy.
Yeah, that was bullshit, and they were doing that as fan service and to shut people up, basically.
They should have kept people going, I think.
It's just silly because they didn't need it. Like, we got to the end of that conference, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, well you've kind of shown what I expected you to, and it's and then to show the new IP, I think that was the icing on the cake for them, and then to say, oh well, and also we're working on a new Elder Scrolls. Of course you are. Like, obviously that's in pre-production. You don't need to tell us that. And I think they're right to, like, if they've got this MMO which is set in that universe, I think they're right to focus on that and not focus on some single player game. As much as the argument is, oh, they did it to shut people up. This won't shut people up. What this will mean is in every interview, in every conference, we'll be talking about these games because they know that they exist. And they'll be waiting for trailers and things like that. And that Elder Scrolls game is 5-6 years away.
Yeah, easily.
Silly move.
Oh, they're showing footage of the new PvEVP mode in Destiny right now. Yeah, man, the Destiny, they wouldn't really show anything in the PlayStation, just kind of like a really cool cinematic. But hopefully Cade isn't dead. He's amazing. Melon says Bethesda sucked and the stunt at the end was shit. Well, I like Melon after his... Are you having a drink as well tonight, Melon?
He's being so polite right now.
I know, he's getting all rowdy with Manny here. What do you guys want him to do? Not show it? Same thing happens in every conference.
They don't show games that are 6 years away unless they're scary.
I rewatched the Rage 2 thing and I was like, I could have some fun with that. I like Ubisoft. I like fun, stupid games. So I might play that. Oh, show Death Stranding fucking 3 years ago and wait another 3 to get it. No Final Fantasy 7, by the way, anywhere. The remake.
Yeah, that's fucking 15 years too late, ain't it?
Do you think that'll ever come out?
I mean, they have to. They can't not do it now.
People are still, yeah. I think that could be a long time away.
It could be. It very well could be. So, and by the time, like, if they had done this shit 10 years ago, they would have had my money, no question. But now, like, fans have been asking for it for a really long time, and older people such as myself, we have been jaded. So
older?
Don't give a shit.
Are you older than me, Flighty?
Manny's just pointed out that Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 7 were announced like a long time ago, especially 15, like at a 10-year cycle. I literally said that it was a Square Enix thing to do. So those points are invalid, like most of your points.
Should have had Manny on here, although I don't think I'd be as ready for bed as I am. Be hyped up
already.
Yeah. Death Stranding was new IPTs. That's something else. Yeah. Death Stranding's. Do we think 2020?
I would take 2020.
There was gameplay in there.
I know, but was there? Like it was running in engine. Like all the cuts, like, Kojima does in engine cutscenes, right? So like, you know, it's always running in engine. But like, what? Like I said, what is that game?
I love.
Like, I'm happy to follow that game for a few years because we just don't know where it is. And Kojima plays this game where he's going to show you these little things, and you're not sure if it's real, if it's not. I think 2020 is probably optimistic. 2021.
But then it's going to be a game on both. It'll be on the next gen as well. Do you think he's working on anything?
It might just be on next gen, Ben.
Yeah. A launch. What about a launch exclusive? A launch exclusive for the next gen. Sony would love that.
Yeah, there is a difference because you know he's not. This isn't Fox Engine. He's using kind of Sony technology and stuff like that. And as much as Sony is saying that they're giving him free reign, they're gonna be checking in and looking for updates and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I was surprised at the amount of, in inverted commas, gameplay that we saw today. I probably didn't expect to see any. I thought we'd see an extended cutscene, but they did seem to show gameplay. But then I don't know what that gameplay is.
And there were loads of bits in there that they just know the internet's gonna analyze every single frame of that, and they threw lots of stuff for people to analyze. So I'm gonna find it interesting reading what people are. What is this game that's been shown?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
That's really cool.
Hey, Prism.
Hey, Prism. What is this? Looks cool, whatever it is. Anyway, I think we've reached a point at the end. For me, the worst though was Squeenix or EA. They were both really bad. But we'll be back tomorrow at as soon as I get home, which will be around about 10:45 my time, so 9:45 Diane Abbott time, and 4:45 Flighty time. Oh no, you're not on the East Coast, are you, Flighty?
It is going to be 4, unless the time has changed.
Yeah, probably like 3:45.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Valued, we loved. I love Sony. It just, like I said, it's Microsoft showed stuff that would make me want to get the subscription to them.
Sony was bae.
But Sony showed stuff that made me want to buy the games full price. Value said, "You actually thought that was good? Yikes!"
Gosh, opinions are like assholes today. Everybody's got one.
Yeah. Games were good, not the conference. Oh yeah, the first bit was a bit weird. It went all strange.
It's a good thing we talk about games then.
Yeah. Good way it was a games conference.
Y'all with your male gaze, lesbian, come on now.
They're not doing that to please you, Manny. Probably were. Anyway, let's go. And is there anybody on right now that we could send a host to? Probably not, and I don't think anybody's watching right now. But let's find someone.
Send it to Ninja.
I can't wait for him to. Oh, thanks for the 5. Oh, he's not streaming. Let's send it to. No.
Send it to Manny. You might cheer him up.
Likely. We'll send it. Let's find. So who do I follow? Who's got the fewest viewers right now? Oh, it's a rerun. Let's send Zach. Zach's playing Fallout 2.
Oh fuck, Zach! Can't stand him.
Well, guys, got to repeat that. Let's send it to Zach. All right. Catch you guys tomorrow for the Nintendo, the final one. It's gonna be like 1 hour, so nothing, and then I'll be streaming Jurassic Park World Evolution Manager game 2019. So that should be fun because I got a 4.8 on IGN, but all of the reviewers seem to be quite happy with it. So
yeah,
we'll judge. All right, catch you guys. Yeah, I will. I like these kind of stupid games. See you later.
See you, babe.
Bye bye.